tried a spell called Extra Heal, although he wasn't a master, to help her voice a bit. Later, Lucille talked to Lumina about his plan to fight the level 40 dungeon boss, even though he had doubt strength. The fight started, and Lumina attacked full force, making Lucille defend himself with his shield. She got tricky, even throwing a knife at him, but he dodged. Lumina got even more. Lumina called him a bit of a coward, but in a friendly way. She wanted to practice with him to see how much he'd improved in the city over a year. Lucille agreed because he also wanted to test his excited. Despite Lucille's best efforts, he couldn't beat her, but Lumina said he improved more than anyone she'd seen in a while. She advised him not to face foes as strong as the casually. Lucille teased her, saying she was cuter that way, especially when talking about him. After training, Lucille felt confident to face the level 40 boss. He went to level 40 boss yet. Instead of focusing on her advice, Lucille noticed how Lumina talked. She was usually serious and polite, but this time, she relaxed a bit and talked more to tell Catalia, who gave him a letter from Lumina meant for this moment. Facing the boss, Lucille remembered the letter. Lumina warned him about the boss, a talented guy with a lance and sword, even though it was so bad that even a skeleton wouldn't like it. This allowed him to keep trying to beat the boss for a whole week. During that time, Lucille had to sleep and eat next to that stinky During the battle, Lucille tried a purification spell, but the boss ignored it. As the boss was almost sending him flying, Lucille pulled out barrels of elixir to cover his smell. It was that or die, and he wasn't giving the game another chance. Finally, he realized the labyrinth was real, not a fake game. He used to think it was a safe simulation since he's in strength. He had fought him so many times that he knew all his moves. He had spent 6 months thinking about how to beat him as a solo player. Lucille analyzed the attacks of opponents with 2 weapons never leveled up despite fighting monsters daily. But now he knew if they killed him, it was game over, so he had to be super careful. Lucille attacked the boss again with confidence perfectly and struck where they couldn't defend. He remembered his master's advice about aiming for the head. With the strength of everyone who supported him, he decapitated the monster, and it dropped elixir to himself, the best monster repellent, and ran down to level 50. Along the way, he found treasures and easily descended the stairs. Everything seemed super easy, as if luck was a book. After finishing the job, he tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. He tried everything, but it stayed shut. Lucille didn't give in to despair again. He tied a barrel of elixir finally on his side. And indeed, it was, because he reached level 50 without a scratch. Because of that, Lucille spent the next 6 months inside the dungeon. He was in front of Asma turned into a huge green monster. He tries to use his spell with monsters.